Okay, good morning, everybody. What's the point of this lesson today? Logarithm essentials. Well, we've been studying exponential equations, and every operation in math has an inverse operation. All right, and so we want to understand exponential equations better, and this logarithm is very useful. It's in chemistry, the pH scale, exponential equations. If you've been looking at your coronavirus numbers and how it's increasing and the different graphs they use to help explain it. Sometimes it's on a logarithmic scale. Well, we'll try to understand a little bit more about that, what that means, and look into exponential growth and how logarithmic understandings help us with that. So let's little review here. Every operation in math has an inverse operation. Okay, so addition. X plus 3. How do I get back to x if I want to? Well, I subtract 3, right? Inverse operation. What about 7 times y? How do I get back to y? What's the inverse of multiply? Divide. Okay, multiply by 7, I divide by 7, I get back where I started. What about, what's the inverse of squaring a number? Well, you had to do that funny symbol, right? Square root. The square root of z squared is z. Square root is the inverse operation of square. So getting to this is a weird one, right? This is what we're talking about today, exponential, right? So I'm taking a number, 10, to the x power. How do I get back to x? Well, it looks really weird because it's a word, logarithm. So the log and base 10 of 10 to the x equals x. It gets me back to x. It's kind of crazy. It makes your head hurt. So every time you're working with these things, say to yourself, the logarithm is the exponent. So the logarithm, and it has to be base 10 of 10 to the x, is the exponent. Okay, is x. Okay, so let's write that one more way. Here's the general form. If I have regular exponential, a, some number a, right? I'm writing this in general form. Some number a to the x power, and that equals b. Okay, I might have a hard time understanding what that is. I can rewrite it. There goes the darn camera again. Why will it not focus? There we go. Okay. I can rewrite this. Remember, the logarithm is, remember, equal sign is. Logarithm is the exponent. Okay, see, my exponent goes here. My base of the exponent. Base, exponent, right? A is the base. X is the exponent. My base is right here. That's important. And then the b goes right there. All right? So we're going to do a lot of this today, taking an exponential and writing it in logarithm form. Should write this down on a piece of paper. This will help you unravel these things. Okay, let's drive right into some problems. We're going to write this. All we got to do is write it in logarithm form, okay? 4.3.3, so we'll do the first 3 problems in your homework. So the logarithm, start with log. I'm write it in log form. The log, now my base is 4. That little number goes right there. And my logarithm is the exponent. Okay, and 2, 5, 6 goes right there. Write that again one time. Log base 4 of 256 equals 4. So another way you can talk to yourself here is what do I raise this base to? What exponent do I raise this base to get 256? 4 to the 4th power is 256, okay? The next problem here, I need to write this in logarithm form again. So it just gives you more complicated numbers. Gets you, and if you talk to yourself doing this, it'll help. So log, my base is 5/3. My logarithm is the exponent. The answer of this logarithm is the exponent. And then this, what I was talking about, my answer is right here. So then I want to talk to myself one more time. The number that I raise this base to get this number is -2. The exponent I need for this base to get to this number is -2. Okay? So you figure out how to say it to yourself. Talk yourself through it. Okay, 4.3.7, write it in exponent form. So now we got to go backwards. Well, the way I look at it is this is my base. It's down low, my base. My base is low, right? 2, and this is my exponent, right? Logarithm is exponent. There's my exponent. My logarithm is an exponent. There's my exponent equals the answer. Okay? All right, good luck with those guys. Do the first 3, and I'll see you on the next video.